Can you begin by telling us why this job is important to you and what you hope to get out of it?
Well, first of all, I'm just fantastically excited to be here today, the first day. It's been a long time coming. It's been many exams and training to get here. And I'm hugely excited to be joining a very professional bunch of guys and girls doing a sort of unique, complex job with the Air Ambulance. And it's sort of a follow-on from where I was with the military with search and rescue. So many of the same sorts of skills and in essence, the similar type of job just follows on from search and rescue to here. So it was a natural progression. But equally, doing a job like this is worthwhile, valuable, and to me, there's an element of duty about it. I'm really quite keen to be involved with the guys and the girls doing a complex, professional job, and it was really important to me to be able to do that.
One of the compliments paid of your grandmother is that she has a very pronounced sense of duty. Do you think you've inherited that? I mean, after all, you didn't have to come and do this.
I hope I've got that sense of duty. I mean, she's had a lot more practice at it and has shown it a lot more resolutely and obviously than I have. But this is, as much as this is duty, this is an important point or an important sort of area for me to be involved in, is continuing on my training, my career, if you like, in the sort of aviation world. And for me, it's also a really important point to be grounded, and I feel doing a job like this really helps with sort of grounding the core of what I'm sort of trying to become.
What is that? What are you trying to become?
It's a very good question, Tom. I think just trying to be a good guy, trying to do what you can, and trying to be a decent individual, thoughtful, all those sorts of things, qualities in people that you would look and want to be associated with and know.
You've done your training. Are you mentally prepared for some of the things that you'll have to face, those difficult and traumatic things that you'll come across in this job?
I think nothing ever prepares you that well for what you're going to see and some of the incidences. But having done search and rescue before, we saw a lot of that already. And when you're working with a team, you help each other out and you talk about it, and you get through it that way. And so it's very important to talk about it.
Given your destiny, given your birthright, are you slightly envious of your new colleagues who can make a career of this job, whereas you know that you can only do it for a couple of years?
Well, there's nothing to say I couldn't do it for the rest of my life. I might be able to. I can still balance the two. But obviously, at some point, there's probably going to be a lot more pressure and responsibility from my other side of my life. At the moment, I'm juggling the two of them and a young family, and I'm enjoying it, and I like the challenge. But yes, inevitably down the line, things will probably become a little bit more difficult for me to do that. But whilst I'm still relatively young, I can, manage the two jobs as best I can. And
what do you say to those people who say, well, it's all very well for you to be doing this good and valuable and fulfilling role personally, but what you're actually doing is just delaying the inevitable, and that you're putting off the moment where you should commit to a more full-time royal role?
Well, I think the term full-time royal role is banded around quite a lot, and no one actually really knows what that means. But I think I can still manage to do my commitments and my responsibilities as well as I can. The Queen is still very active and is still showing incredible leadership. My father is doing many engagements, as are the rest of the family. So there's a lot being done by the royal family around the country, and I hope to still be a part of that and do as much as I can. But equally do something that I think is incredibly important and that will, prove me hopefully in good stead for the future.
In the spring, you said that having a second child would be a game changer. How has that game changed since you brought Charlotte home?
It's been obviously fantastic, and she's been a little joy of heaven. But at the same time, it is a more responsibility looking after two little ones, especially when George is around. He's a little monkey, but it's fantastic having a lovely little family, and I'm so thrilled. And Catherine has been doing an amazing job as a mother, and I'm very proud of her.
Difficult to leave them every morning now?
No more difficult than everyone else has to do.
And you have a boy and a girl. It's a nice balance. Does that make the decision about perhaps having a third child more difficult?
We've only just had the second one. Well, you never know what's going to happen in the future.